Hello, and welcome to Nerds and Stuff. My name is Martin, and we are playing Fiasco. This is the second part of this video. We're about to begin Act 2. If you missed Act 1, go ahead and click right here, and you'll be able to watch Act 1. Before we get into Act 2, we're going to briefly introduce ourselves, kind of go over one or two things from last time, just to kind of catch you up, just in case it's been some time since you watched the last one. My name is Father Brandon Joseph. I am a leader in this community. I run the Church of Wosek, and it's a little bit more of a wonky religion, but I'm still somehow respected by the community. I am enamored with Maple White here, and I live by a moral code that no one can decipher and that I don't even know. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm Maple White. Just your everyday loving Canadian immigrant that is married to Connor Flannigan. This is our second time being married together.
And how's it going?
And it's not going so well. In fact, I might be working on plans to possibly off my husband to get his money.
I'm Connor Flannigan, and I'm married to Maple White for the second time. It's going about as well as the first time. I am a recent lottery winner, and am now trying to get started in a life of organized crime.
Okay.
I'm Tony Biggs, organized crime boss, kind of trying and successfully recruiting Connor to take care of some business for me. My cousin over here is being a pain, so we're trying to scare him a little bit.
I'm Skyler. I'm playing Rob Petro, and I am, again, trying to turn in Tony Biggs to kind of bring respect back upon myself in front of my family, and I'm also gaining up with Father Joseph to try to bring Tony Biggs down.
Yep, and we are friends through the local Church of Wosek. Yeah, perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get back into Act 2, Scene 1. We will begin with Rob Petro here. Would you like to establish or resolve?
I'm going to be establishing a scene with Father Joseph going to confront Tony Biggs. And we are on our way to walk up to Tony Biggs.
Tony Biggs, a Chinese family cuisine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what's your objective of the scene?
So my objective of the scene is to try to confront Tony Biggs, to admit that he is in a life of crime, to kind of get proof to turn him in.
What if you're wearing, like, this shitty wire, right? Like, you have a wire on your chest, and you're recording the conversation. Perfect. Okay.
All right.
Because that way you get the proof, right?
Yeah.
If Tony admits it. Because we have this ledger, but we don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
I think in the previous act, I had figured out that it wasn't a bank statement kind of thing. Because
there was no customers in the restaurant.
Some of the clues Tony gave me, but we still don't know what it is, and we're getting wise. So, okay, perfect. So, probably exterior, we're walking down the street.
Walking into the restaurant.
Perfect. And, all right, start us up.
Okay, so starting walking over there, just wanted to tell you on the way there that I had a visit from a Maple White.
Oh, yes, you know that.
Yes, I know.
Maple's a good friend of mine.
That Maple White, yeah. She's actually asking about books about poisons. Don't know what that's about.
I was under the assumption Maple didn't even know where the library was.
Oh, well, she found me the other day, so didn't recognize me because I was just so good at stealthing along because I was invisible at their wedding.
That was years ago, Rob. Why are you bringing that up?
Because I remember her, but she didn't remember me, so...
Yes, well, Rob, you have a very forgettable face. Sometimes you startled me.
Yes.
You walked out of Sunday school last week, and I was like, "Oh God, who's that man?" And then I remembered it's Rob Petro. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I know when we first met, and every week in Confession since, you've told me repeatedly how much your family doesn't respect you.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of your forgettable face?
It is more. It's probably my forgettable face, but more so probably because of my cousin's cousin, Tony Biggs.
Yes.
Just getting all the fame and all the money.
Why is Tony so popular in your family?
Well, he that family reunion I told you about.
Yes.
He paid for the whole thing and just was loved by the whole family. So
I heard. Sorry, what was that crab shop you established earlier?
Oh, it was a Crab Hut.
Yeah, I heard Crab Hut catered that.
oh
Spared
yeah,
no
yeah.
expense.
Yeah, it's very expensive. Very.
Yes, actually, hold on. Crab Hut's on this list.
Oh,
Yes.
hey, would you look at that?
Yes. It's very curious. There's a date 2 days before. What was your family reunion again? 2 days before your family reunion.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, and it says $2,000.
Well, that would cover it right there. But
Maybe.
there's a correlation.
Do you think? I don't know what this is. Like, could this be people that owe Tony money?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I think so. But you might not want to bring that with us when we go confront them.
It's already in my pocket, boy. I'm not turning around to the church. We've already walked too far.
Too far. That's
Too far.
2 block.
Yes.
3 block radius.
Yes, as the good book says, no journey ends without a total party kill.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it looks like we're almost here. So hide that thing and let's go.
It's in my pocket, Rob.
Okay,
You saw me put it there.
Maybe you want to put it up something else.
No, I buttoned my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Nobody fucks with Father Joseph. Okay. I'm a blue belt in karate.
Blue belt. All right.
Yeah.
We're set.
I don't even think that's a belt. Okay. All right.
All right.
So we walk in, and I go, Tony!
Welcome to Tony's. What do you
Yes,
want?
I'm here to speak with Tony. Me and Tony's cousin of a cousin.
Who are you?
You don't recognize Rob Petro?
Who the fuck is Rob
He's an
Petro?
outstanding citizen of this here community.
I go to church.
Wait, have I met you? I was here last week.
Nah, I'm new here.
How many Italian guys does this place hire? It says Chinese
Look, do you
cuisine.
want to eat or not?
No, I'm here to see Tony. We're here to see
We're here to
Tony.
see Tony.
Tony's not taking visitors.
Ooh.
Not even family?
Yeah. Cousin.
I
of
don't even
cousin.
know your family.
You don't know
Who are you
Tony?
again?
You don't know my family, Tony? That's
Stay
awkward.
here.
Okay.
Show him that picture from the family reunion.
Yeah. There you go.
This could be anyone.
I'm in on your phone.
Oh, no.
Rob, that's amazing.
It's a scroll. You got a freaking.
Rob, what do you have that picture for?
It's near and dear to my family's everything to me.
It's just you and Tony in the picture.
No.
Hey, Tony.
Oh.
What?
There's someone here. He says he's your family or something. He looked like nobody.
Probably was nobody.
I don't know. They want to see you.
I'm eating here.
Tony! You rat bastard!
Who was that?
You dire rat bastard, get out here!
Some religious nutties. We gotta go.
Don't poke the bear.
Rat King, get out here!
What you want us to do?
Take care of it.
Alright, we'll take care of it. Is Earl still hanging around?
I walk out of that back with 3 plates. Sorry again, boss. I can't believe that kid recognized me. I'll be better next time.
Hey, Earl! We need to take care of these two.
Alright, what do we got to do?
The boss says take care of them.
Alright.
Show us a good time.
Alright.
I walk out. Hey, you the guy from the library.
Yeah, I got a book of butterflies if you want to come by sometime.
Hey,
Butterflies?
Tony said I couldn't go to the library no more. Alright.
You can't read.
Look,
Earl Jacobson, is that you? I didn't even recognize you.
Brandon!
Yes.
Brandon Joseph!
Yes, well, it's Father Joseph.
Oh.
I baptized you, my boy.
Is that why you
Boss,
got
you
that
better
shirt
get
on
out of here.
backwards?
It's not on backwards.
Earl's
it's-
doing his thing.
Earl, get back.
Tony, I know you're here!
Oh, Tony's not here right now.
I just heard Tony. Rob, you gotta
Touch
stand
you!
up for yourself.
Oh.
It's a gazoon type big guy.
Yeah, I've got
get very
terrible
ill.
allergies.
Earl, you can't.
Did you take care of them?
You can lie to me,
We're
but
working on it.
Coralon knows the difference.
What did she say? You cast a zone of truth. Just say it.
I pull chalk out from my side patch and I start to draw this giant circle on the
Hey,
restaurant
fuck, you can't
floor.
do that.
Fuck, is that a zone of truth?
It's
Tony's
a-
in the back. He doesn't want to see anyone right now. You can go back there, but I'm gonna have to try and stop you.
What does Tony do here?
A wire?
Oh, boss! One's got a wire!
Tony, he's a big guy. He's the boss.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear
So-
that.
Is
We just do what he
Tony a
says.
criminal?
Tony's definite.
You're in the zone of truth, my boy.
You're in the zone of truth.
It's not real, Earl.
He's faltering. Ask him the question again.
Look, the great book says I don't have to answer.
I draw an X. I draw an X in the circle.
Oh,
The zone of truth has marked a line.
That's only
Rob,
two.
press the boy. He's weak.
What does he do here?
He runs a restaurant. Now what do you want?
What else does he do
Who's
here?
bugging?
Ignore
Yes.
the other. Ignore the others.
I told
He's
you,
in the
it's-
zone
it's
of truth.
What does he do here?
You get out of here.
Does Tony come out of the
Yeah.
office now?
Okay.
And immediately I pull this slip of paper out of my pocket and I go, Tony, we have to have words with you. Rob, here.
Why'd you give this to me?
Oh,
It's your scene as well.
Oh my gosh. What is this? What is the meaning behind this?
Keep in mind you're in the zone of truth.
I want it to be a white. I think.
See, 2 of 2.
No,
two.
I think meta, right? Because it's not my scene. He's in the zone of truth,
I'm
so
in the
he's
zone of
bubbling
truth.
like an
I'm-
idiot.
Earl,
About to
get
tell
back
you all you
there.
want to know.
All right, sorry, continue.
Get back. Go back to the kitchen.
Stay in the zone of
He
truth.
cannot leave the zone of truth while he's in here.
It's a rule the good book says, boss.
What else does he do
It's
here?
not a real book.
You keep Tony distracted. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Earl, in the back. You're needed.
You step in.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is your scene, man.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, you found.
I'm drawing symbols on the circle. And at this point, you're starting to believe it. At this point, you're starting to believe in the zone of truth.
What are these businesses and the money that's on it?
Just stuff that I've paid them in the past for doing stuff.
With all those customers you don't have? Is that it? Or...
Customers, there's plenty of customers. Look around.
Oh, I don't see anyone.
I see two right there.
I see me and him and we
I
haven't
haven't paid for a thing.
It's true, boss. He hasn't bought nothing
Earl,
yet.
go get their food.
Earl cannot leave the zone of truth.
What was your name again?
Vinny.
Vinny. Take Earl back.
Earl, do I need to go get the cattle prod?
No, don't get the cattle prod. Actually, get the cattle prod. I kind of
Go
like
get
the
the
cattle
cattle
prod.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well,
It's your scene, Rob.
I know. I don't really... Yeah.
If you're not gonna order anything, get out.
Well...
You guys should probably give us a dice
I-
sooner or later.
they-
Yeah.
I want white.
But
See,
But
it's
our-
2-1, so...
Did you guys go
we were
too bad?
thinking.
Yeah.
Because I'm going too good.
So... How does that work? Because we're kind of at a stand, I guess.
I guess majority rules. We don't find out that Tony's a criminal.
Okay, so...
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Well... Alright. Well, you told us not to leave if we didn't order, so...
Yeah, and let me have that back.
I'll hold on to this.
Well, then how
And
do
we're
I
on
know
our way
when-
if we're not ordering, so we're out.
Yeah.
I got you, Earl.
Later.
And I just, goodbye, my son. And I turn and walk away. Alright, scene. Okay, and now, sorry, for the second act, when you are given a die, you keep it for the second act. So you have received a bad die, you keep it now. We will cut to Tony's next scene.
I think my next scene is gonna be with Connor outside of out back of the library.
Perfect.
After,
Closing time?
Yeah. So objective would be to, I guess, scare Rob into...
Well, he has the paper.
Yeah. So I want the paper back. Connor, do you have the hockey stick?
Got it right here, boss.
Perfect.
All right, good night, Rob. I'll finish all the rest of the stuff. You go home.
Oh, thank you. Why not? I'll be on my way now.
Rob exits.
You know the plan, right?
I think so. I'll go slow him down for you.
Alright.
Okay.
So I just kind of go up to the door as Rob's leaving. And I just double hand swing right to the shins.
Okay,
with a
even
hockey
though
stick.
a person just said, "I'll see you later," and they're like inside the library. Okay,
Just as he walks
no
out.
subtlety. Good job, Connor. Okay, he's a
Do
woman.
you think I still have the wire on me too? Like,
Oh, God.
come on, I do.
It's your story to tell, sir.
Why'd you do that? Come on, I was at your wedding.
Just
The fuck?
Good
I was
job,
at your
Connor.
wedding.
Rob,
Oh my God, what are you doing?
you have something. I want it back.
Oh yeah, I left that with Father Joseph. All right, yeah, no, I have it. Yeah.
whack.
Oh, okay, all right.
Remember, the objective is determined by the dice,
Okay.
so you got to stall until
Okay.
we're pleased with your suffering.
Oh my gosh. I
What
don't
was
have
that?
it, I swear.
Really?
Look,
Yes.
buddy. Mr. Biggs just wants something. Something that belongs to him.
I don't have it. No.
Alright, Rob. You know exactly what I'm here for.
The paper you said you weren't that had nothing on it.
Need it back?
Where's the dice roll? Or where's?
Whack!
Oh my gosh!
What's going on out here?
It's,
She comes out the back door. Oh, gee willikers.
And now I say,
we're just playing a friendly game of hockey.
This does not look like a friendly game.
It's a friendly game of hockey.
Rob, are you okay?
no. What the fuck does it look like?
It looks like these two are beating you up.
Call the police.
Okay, I'll go call the police.
Jesus. No wonder your wife's trying to
She
poison
gets
you.
back into the library.
What'd you say?
I said, no wonder your wife is trying to poison you.
I think we better take him with us.
I think so too.
Oh, okay, so that's awkward. Well, if I give you the paper, will you just leave me alone?
What was that?
What? What paper?
Because we're like
If I give you the
dragging
paper,
him
will you
to a
just leave me
car.
alone?
Hand it over. I know you've got it. Still throw him in the trunk.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Punch him into the trunk.
I should have given her the right book.
Okay, so as you guys are like stuffing into the trunk, the lady peeks out the door. Ooh, the trunk shuts.
Friendly game of hockey, man.
She's calling the police right now.
We're just putting our goal away.
Okay. All right. So scene. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As the trunk slams shut. Okay. So you received your die. You keep it. Connor, it is your scene. Would you like to establish or resolve?
I think I'd like to resolve what's going on with Rob.
These guys have been like running from the cops for a little while, right? They just managed to narrowly escape. Like there's cops looking for them because the old lady saw the description of the car.
So, you three, abandoned warehouse, I guess pulling Rob out of the trunk.
Tony is fairly used to this kind of stuff, but Connor isn't.
Okay.
This is a lot heavier than he was giving.
I also like the idea too that Connor has a really strong feeling that Tony will give him up the second cops are able to find them. Right? So you're like terrified that Tony's going to give you up. Now that the heat's on, Tony's not going to jail, so it's probably going to be you.
So I think the scene will go bad.
Okay. So go ahead and grab a black die.
And my objective is to keep cool under this new pressure. Tony, this wasn't supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
Nah,
Nah.
it happens.
What do we do with this nobody?
Time up.
And then what? They're looking for us, you know.
They won't find us.
Where are we gonna go?
How about you stay put here with him, and I'll go get us some help.
You're not gonna go get us help. You're just gonna pin this on me.
Why would I do that?
At this moment, Tony's phone goes off and he goes ding 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 ding.
Yes. Ma!
Oh God, it's your mom.
Tony, are you okay?
Everything's great, Ma.
You're on the news.
Why am I on the news, Ma?
The police are looking for you.
This is all speakerphone too. You're like just yelling.
No,
like
she's that loud over the speaker.
runs in the family.
Yeah.
What?
Everything's under control, Ma. Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it.
I got this. You
Tony!
taught me well.
Tony, call your mother when you're done running from the cops.
Taught me well, Ma.
Okay. If you see your sister, tell her I love her. She won't talk to Mom no more.
Will do, Ma.
Okay, call me next week. Bye. Click.
They're looking for us. We're on the news.
Nah.
I can't stay
It
here. I
happens.
can't be a part of this. This isn't.
Look, you are going to stay put. You reached out to me, remember?
Have you even upheld your part of the deal?
Nah.
This isn't what I signed on for.
Isn't anything, really.
And I just turn to leave and take one last swing at Rob on the way out.
With the hockey stick?
Oh. That's like 5 hits in a row. Why he's such a douche. Come on.
Okay, scene. Maple.
I think I'm gonna take one of the things. Maple's feeling guilty. And I'm gonna establish a scene.
Okay.
Maple's feeling guilty. I don't think she has the nerve to poison her husband. So she goes and visits Father Joseph in confessionals. I think the objective is duping Father Joseph into poisoning him for me.
Oh, hello.
Paylor, forgive
Oh,
me.
sorry. He's not looking. He knows it's you, and he's like, "How can I help you?"
Paylor, forgive me, for I have sinned.
Wait, Maple. Yes. What? Recount your sins.
There's so many. Breaking wedding vows. And
You had your fingers crossed. It doesn't count.
it does, Father, and you know that.
I had my fingers crossed too, so it definitely doesn't count.
Cast the full ritual.
Father, my husband has been bad to me, and I want him dead.
Oh, jeez.
I
Gee willikers. Fiddlesticks.
was planning on poisoning him, but I don't think that I have the nerve to do it, Father.
Well, poison is one of Elun's great tricks.
As the Book of the Drow says, why stab a person when you could poison him?
The Book of Drow does say that. Amongst other things. Mostly Dritz things. Because Dritz is all over the fucking place right now.
Father, I need help. My husband, I think he's up to something. He's always wearing that Make America Great Again hat. And
I've seen him wearing that hat.
it frightens me. He won't even give me a chance. He won't even try Tim Hortons.
What is Tim Hortons?
It's a national donut chain in Canada. It's delicious, Father.
I'm not a big donut guy
They
myself.
have coffee as well.
I'm more of a Starbucks guy.
Oh.
Can we still be friends, though?
We can.
You sound hesitant. Is Tim Hortons really that good?
It is. It's really good.
I don't know if Canadians can make anything better than Americans.
I know people in Canada who have ridden their snowmobile for hundreds of miles just to get a cup of Tim Hortons coffee.
Well, that's because Canada doesn't have roads, from my understanding.
It's true. I'll forgive you this one time, Father. But I still love you. I want to be with you.
I love you too. My little red maple leaf.
Will you help me then, Father?
Help you with what?
Help me get Connor out of the way.
I don't know if I can do such a thing. I'm a man of the cloth.
Please, Father, it's the only chance we have to be together. To really be happy.
I
Do
haven't.
you realize how much money he has?
I'm not interested in money. Well, I mean, the church could use the money, though.
The church could use the money.
I mean, 10% of infinity money is a lot of money. He won that infinity Powerball, didn't he?
In fact, 10% of infinity money is infinity money.
Yeah, and he just bought that damn hat with the money, too. I've never understood Connor.
Ever since he became a 1%er, that's all he talks about is...
As they tend to do. As they tend to do. As they tend to do. Listen, ever since we grew up on Promise Hill, we've always talked about turning this farmland into a thriving community. And it's about time that Father Joseph did less talking and more doing. There's a blight in this land, like Tony Biggs and Connor Flannigan. And I think it's about time they got their comeuppance. And so, yes, I'm a man of the cloth, but sometimes a cleric needs to become a fucking paladin. That's the scene?
I think that's the scene.
Okay. All right. And so you got a white die?
I got
for
a
that?
white die.
Okay. I think I'm going to have you guys resolve a scene. I'll let you guys choose what kind of madness I'm in after that empowered speech.
I just want to see Father Joseph at a gun shop trying to buy a gun or something.
Okay.
It's Betty from the very first scene that owns the gun store.
Oh my god, the old lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Betty owns the gun store.
There's definitely like police cars driving by with like sirens going and stuff.
Okay. So I'm getting all fired up, right?
Uh-huh.
There's crime happening in my city. Okay.
And like you're strapping up like at the end of a fucking like action movie. Just
Okay.
nailed to the teeth.
I have stupid shit all over me,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Take it. My objective is to walk out of the gun store with enough ordnance to do God's work. I load up with fucking ordnance to bring in my holy crusade. Okay. Right, so...
Lots of interesting news today.
Okay, so I walk in. Ding!
Oh, Father Joseph. Lordy me, what brings you in here?
God's work.
God's work.
Yes. And then... What's all this nonsense about?
I am not sure. They haven't said anything over the radio yet.
You have a television, Betty.
Light up radio?
Yes. And then the pictures.
On a picture show.
Yeah.
They used to play news before the pictures.
Yeah, I think the news is on right now, Betty.
Oh,
Yeah, do you have a clicker so you could turn it up?
I mean, it's for training dogs, but...
I just hear this high-pitched beep. I'm like, do you have a dog?
No.
Do you have a remote for that? Here. And I give this back to you, and I just reach up and manually turn it up. Yeah.
I don't know what this does.
Doon, 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 doon.
We now return to the 8 o'clock news. Police are live in action tonight, searching for a potential
Turn up the
kidnapper.
radio.
Yeah, hold on one moment, Betty. There's injustice happening in our town.
A call was reported of a local man, Rob Petro, being beaten and kidnapped by a group of thugs.
Young Petro, the Sunday school teacher's in trouble, Betty.
Is that his name?
Yes, you know him, Betty.
And now we pass it
You
over to
pinched his cheek.
Chip Scottingham for the weather.
You do that to a lot of people.
But before I do, Chip Scottington gets on the weather and gives us the forecast.
It's time for justice.
It's raining
It's raining justice.
What kind of weather? All right, now, so I just turn off the television. And I have the good book, right? And I have the good book, and I turn to my favorite passage. As the good book reads in Displacer Beast, Chapter 1, Verse 1. When emerging from the shadows and displacing all the negative energy, one must find that they have disadvantage on checks on their attack.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun indeed. Betty, here's the deal. Our flock is in trouble. Young Rob was kidnapped and beaten by miscreants.
Who's Rob?
Oh my god.
Betty, you know Rob. You pinched his cheek last week at
that's
church.
right.
He's that very handsome young man that you keep sticking your tongue out to in very inappropriate manners.
Oh my god.
Just because I'm old doesn't mean
Yes.
I'm broken.
Or ever since Richard passed, we've had this conversation.
I'm not dead.
Richard didn't pass? Who did I bury at his funeral?
I just hate your sermons.
There's so many questions, but there's no time, Betty. Do you have any gun swords?
What?
A gun sword.
I don't know about guns.
It's part sword, part gun. For dealing out the maximum level of vengeance.
She pulls out like a revolver. She's like,
Well, the gods made men, but
spins the wheel.
Henry Colt made them equal.
I look right past, and I see like a tactical shotgun with like this drum magazine. It's like, what does God say about that gun?
We call that one God's Thunder.
Yes. Well, the forecast did look prepared for justice. I almost want to call
What
it.
about ice? Just
I don't-
ice, you said?
No,
I better put some salt out on the sidewalk. The weather forecast for ice. It's July, woman. You're dead.
I don't even know where to go.
He grabs the shotgun.
Yeah. It's heavier than it looks. What? So and then I put it like strap it to my back, and then I'm like, what do you have for maybe taking out like a sort of racist American? Do you have any guns for that?
Father Joseph, they're the only ones we sell guns to.
What kind of gun would I need for like a bunch of really bad mobster types that work at like a Chinese restaurant? Do you have a gun that shoots a lot of justice downrange as quickly as God intends?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, woman, I'm talking about the good stuff. The kind of stuff you see on American television every other day.
Did you see over in the corner? We've got God's lightning, too.
What is God's lightning?
God's lightning is a flamethrower.
Oh. I don't want to know why it's called God's lightning, but I'll take 2 fuel tanks.
Because it burns away the wickedness.
Oh. God bless, Betty. God bless. Scene. We are now going to begin the last round of the final act, right? We're halfway into Act 2, and each one of us will have one last scene to resolve our characters' arcs before we move to the aftermath. There are 5 dice left, 3 light, 2 dark. Rob, it's your final scene. What are you thinking?
An establishing scene.
Okay.
It's going to be a flashback to a family reunion where it all started. It's going to take place about when me and Tony Biggs were 10 years old.
Okay.
And when our parents introduced us, my objective for the scene is to become BFFs with Tony Biggs.
Who do you want to be parents of who?
I want Sterling to be my mom.
Okay.
And I want Martin to be Tony's mom as well.
Okay.
And Tony's dad.
Okay.
So you two are going to be the married couple here.
Do we have a happy marriage? Tony.
We raise a kid to be a criminal, so there's not a fucking chance we're in a happy marriage. You want to start us off?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Damn it, Darlene. Do we really have to go to another one of these?
Oh, what are you going on about this time? Look, we're just gonna make, like, Tony needs friends, okay? He's kind of weird.
He's not like any of these kids. These cousins are so estranged, we barely see them. It's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah, well, maybe Tony doesn't have any friends. He has plenty of cousins and cousins of cousins that are his age. Okay? I'm pretty sure, what's that kid? Todd or something?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's your wife's... He's my sister's husband's sister son.
Uncork a flask.
And then I take it from you and drink. Hughes.
Tony's in the back of the car, like, sitting listening to this.
All right, we cut to at the park, at the tree on top of Promise Hill, and we're both standing there. I'm like, Tony, you should really go play. Oh, here comes my sisters.
Yeah, go make some friends.
All right, so you guys.
Oh, darling!
Oh, Jasmine, how you
Haven't
doing?
seen you in forever.
You look amazing.
Oh, I see you're at that again.
Oh my God, is that Todd? He looks so grown up.
His name is Rob. It's okay. We don't ever see each other.
Wait. Is there a kid in this family reunion named Todd?
I think Todd's the one in between Timmy and Rob.
Oh, Todd is their cousin. Duh. Oh, that's Jenny's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, Rob, it was nice to meet you. Yes. Sorry for calling you Todd. I can't keep...
I hear I have a pretty forgettable face.
I can't even remember.
So,
I will remember you, I promise.
we'll see.
Okay.
Darlene, you've been writing the wrong card for how many years?
Oh my God. I gave him $10 for his birthday.
And this is...
Hey, it's $10 is $10.
Kids love $10.
Oh my goodness, is this your son, Tiny Biggs? Tiny Biggs, you have grown
His
so
name
much.
is Tony. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't feel so nice, does it?
Jasmine, you know it's Tony. You're just being bitter. Look, kids, why don't you go play? Me and Jasmine are gonna talk about things.
Okay.
Can I go with you guys?
No! Jeff, you are not leaving.
All right, Rob. Now be careful. You know you can't run really well. Do you have your inhaler?
Yes, just don't forget my face, please, Mommy.
I will never forget your face, Sugar Bums. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you so much. I'm gonna go deal with a problem.
No. Jasmine, why does your son have a bag full of books at the family reunion?
White doesn't have a bag full of books.
I bet he reads
likes
a
to
lot.
read. He's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, well,
Nerd.
he's probably a nerd. Jeff,
Dude, your parents suck.
You know what they say? Nerds are gonna...
we cut back to we end with these guys bickering. We cut to actual content for the scene. Yeah.
Sorry about my mom. She's pretty crazy.
You're apologizing for your mom. I love it. Okay.
She should be more like my mom.
Sure. Okay. Well, what do you say we just go actually, like, throw a football or something?
Oh, I don't play football.
Oh, soccer? Basket? Anything. Any sport. Pick one.
Hockey.
Alright, I don't think it's
like the middle
appropriate
of
weather
July.
for that.
Well,
Something appropriate for...
we could go swimming.
Oh,
You wanna go swimming?
Yeah, let's do that. Anything to get me out of this goddamn situation.
Hey, where are your kids going?
Don't worry about
We're
it!
going swimming.
Just let him be.
Tony, they're going swimming. You know how dangerous this lake is.
Kids.
You know how dangerous... Jasmine, tell Jeff how dangerous this lake is.
Is his name Jeff or Tony? You've called him both.
No, Tony's my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, swimming can be dangerous, but...
Wait a second.
Rob-
You don't even know the difference between my husband and... We cut back to you
just
guys.
called him Tony.
We cut back to you guys. Cut to lake.
Okay,
right?
cut to lake, yeah. So
You guys are swimming in clothes.
swimming in clothes for some reason.
And shoes, which is dangerous.
This water sure is nice, isn't it?
It's a little cold, but yeah, I can tell from yeah.
From Tony's nipples?
Tony's nipples.
Through his t-shirt.
No, yeah.
That's his thug life. Why are you looking at Tony's nipples?
Why are you swimming with a gold chain on?
I never go anywhere without this.
Oh, you should put a clock on it or something. No? Okay. Some other time. Okay. Well, do you know what? Never mind. Just
What? What were you going to say?
Forget about the clock on your chain.
My chain is heavy enough.
Okay. Just don't drown, please, with it. Okay.
Let's go deep into this lake. It'd be fun. I'll race you there.
Okay, you go ahead.
You guys start racing.
Yeah. And then...
So, cut.
Yeah,
And
cut,
we're-
please.
We're out of the lake now.
Okay.
Getting out of the lake.
That sure was fun, wasn't it?
I wish I had brought a change of clothes or didn't swim with my clothes on.
We'll just try out
Did
in
you
the
have your
sun.
backpack on in the lake too?
No, just...
No, okay.
You can't get the books wet. You
Yeah.
can't.
Well, you checked them out from the library, didn't you?
Yeah. Which
Which is an
foreshadowing.
honor system.
Yeah.
Brand new library.
Oh my gosh.
If only I could
next
work
to the
there
park.
someday.
The old car.
Right next to the park. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are on the beach.
On the beach.
Let's just lie out in the sun.
Okay. Yeah, we'll sun dry. Sounds good. I sure do love Chinese food. I know.
I don't like it very much.
Damn. So you wouldn't want to open a restaurant someday?
Why would you want to do that?
Oh, no reason. I
That's
just,
so gross. Oh, you know what we should do? I once read this book about butterflies. We should go catch butterflies.
Okay. With no net?
With our hands.
Okay. For sure.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please. So,
Whatever.
This one?
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
There you
No
go.
best friends.
No
You're
best
no
friends.
fun, Rob.
That's fine with
I'm
me.
gonna go play with Todd
I
now.
just want to, yeah.
Go find Todd.
I think that's...
All right, we cut.
Yeah.
So moving on, Tony's final scene. What do you want to do?
I really feel like we should resolve what happens with the tied up Rob.
So they're in the Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
All the police show up, surround the place, and like the standoff begins. Most of Tony's goons have fled.
Who stuck around?
Earl.
He's still in the zone of truth. I can't leave. I was told not to leave. There's runes everywhere.
One time when I was 3 years old.
Oh god, he's just slothing it or chunk.
I know it's a pretty rough situation to get out of, but either shift blame or talk my way out of it. or
So
something.
what die? This is the critical part. Is you get to pick the die, right?
Oh, no.
So your objective is not to get caught, and it really depends on which die you grab.
I want to say this is probably gonna be the end of the road for Tony. So
Oh wow, you're going
Not
for
Big
the
Tony.
Okay, let's cut in with a goon first.
Earl's still stuck at the door, so.
Yeah, Earl's still standing inside the circle of truth, and he's like, "Are you watching the news? It says that some dude has been kidnapped. It's
Who is some dude?
I don't know that dude that was in here earlier.
Oh shit, here comes the boss!
Library. Oh
shit!
okay,
Oh!
Doors fly open.
guys, help me out with this.
I really can't. Someone needs to erase the room.
What is this?
This is my cousin's cousin, Rob. Hide him. Do something.
Where
Take
am
care
I
of
gonna
it.
hide him?
I don't know. We've got freezers in the back, don't we?
Alright, I'll go put him in the freezer.
Boss, the freezer went out last week. She
Doesn't
said you
matter.
were gonna get it fixed.
Cops pull up, right? Yeah.
Oh no.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Boss, I really don't see this going well for you. I don't see it going well for any
he's
of
in the
us.
freezer.
Just, I got this, guys. I got this.
We have you surrounded.
No, you don't.
Release
There's
the
an open door in the
hostage.
back.
Release the hostage.
There's not a hostage here, but if you want to come in for Chinese food...
Tony, we saw on the helicopter footage you dragging in an unconscious body.
That was nothing. Not a hostage. Too much drinking.
Boss, I'm looking through the peephole and back, and there's a bunch of suits out there.
You, take care of that.
What?
Get him out of the damn circle.
Damn, Earl, are you still stuck in there? I am. Just come up with a bucket of mop water.
just mop a door for him to walk out. He just races to the bathroom to pee.
Boss, what are we gonna do?
Tony, this is your last warning. Release the hostage.
I don't got a hostage in here. Hide better.
He reaches into both his breast
that's the
pockets and
problem.
pulls out his guns. You ready for some Kung Pao chicken?
Oh, God.
Earl, get your guns. It's going south.
Let me go get it real quick.
Okay.
He, like, comes back out and he's just got, like, a musket.
Alright. You, watch the back. You, take the front.
You got it, boss.
I am gonna try to sneak the body out back. But,
Out the back door?
yeah,
Okay.
out the back door.
Isn't that the door I'm watching?
Well, you're watching it to make sure there's nobody around there.
There's a lot of people around there.
Okay,
Well,
you're the cop in the back, right? Is that the suits you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's peeping at the peephole.
Boss, I don't know if you want to bring that body this way.
Earl, come out here! I know your name. I love that you're Earl's dad, the cop, right?
Why not?
Hit it.
You're Todd.
Earl, you know better than this. Oh my God, Todd is Earl's dad. Your cousin is the cop.
That's probably why he stuck around.
Oh my God. This is the police. We have both doors surrounded.
Ah, fuck. Insane.
Okay. Okay. Connor, it is your final scene.
I'm thinking Connor's losing his mind.
Okay.
And I think he's gonna go on an out-of-control rampage.
Okay.
He's freaking out. The cops are after him. Although they seem to have gone somewhere else, but he got home okay to his arsenal.
Well, the cops were never outside the warehouse, so you got away scot-free. Yeah.
He doesn't know that. He's freaked out.
Yeah.
Connor's just losing it.
Yeah.
So he's actually going to go to his in-laws' house
Okay.
and shoot it up
Okay.
to get even with the dirty immigrants.
Okay.
Because if it wasn't for them bringing his wife here, he wouldn't be in this situation. The
Wait.
objective is to get even with the dirty immigrants. So we're outside their house, and Connor is decked to the nines in his crazy redneck gear. Full, like, urban camo outfits. Mr. and Mrs. White, I know you're in there.
Connor? Is that you, you hooser?
What's this about?
Come on out.
What do you want?
You shouldn't have come down here.
Come down.
This is like every episode of South Park. I might just start taking like turns on Philip at this point. Carry on. So,
You damn immigrants should have just stayed in Canada.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
You should have stayed in Canada.
We come out with guns because we're Canadian.
Oh, Canada.
so you just start singing.
Singing "Oh Canada."
Okay. And what does Connor do?
It's just enrages Connor.
Okay.
He's got his hat on.
Okay.
Naturally. It's the only thing that's not camo.
Okay.
And he just kind of lights them up
Okay.
in his out-of-control rampage.
Yeah. Well, you definitely.
Yep, he definitely gets a light.
Yep.
It's a very beautiful scene, though, where it's playing "Oh
very
Canada."
elegant.
There's flashes of fire
Okay.
going, and
Wearing a big maple leaf on my shirt.
That gets hit and like blood shoots out, but it's red.
Very cinematic.
It's very it's gorgeous and horrific and tragic.
God bless Toronto. And then Connor, continuing to lose his mind, just goes house to house trying to find more immigrants.
Oh Jesus!
He won't slip out of his country.
Oh my God! Okay, is that a scene yet, or I dare?
Scene.
Okay. All right.
Find me, Father Joseph.
Did you say find me? Maple White.
I resolve.
Someone help me.
I can't think of a scene to take place for Maple right now.
Okay, you definitely show up at your parents' house. You're feeling this overwhelming weight upon you, and so you're going to your parents for advice.
My Canadian sense is tingling.
You heard the song.
Yeah. So you show up at your parents' house, and it's moments after, like, he's down the block, shots are still being fired, right? What else is happening?
I think Father Joseph should show up too, with God's lightning and God's thunder.
Okay. Do you know who did this?
Of course.
Okay. Then your objective is probably to get vengeance, right? Mm-hmm. Dad is dead, and Mom is dying as you race up. Let's start the scene.
Or Maple Leaf.
Mom!
Oh, Maple!
That's a rim shot for sure.
Carry on. I'll allow it.
Mom! What happened?
I'm sorry
Sorry, but what?
about this.
Who did this? It was that bastard Connor, wasn't it?
Hey,
You can feel free to die whenever you want.
oh, Maple. Oh, Canada.
Go, Mom. Answer the call of the Great White North.
I just slowly died here.
For me. Stand up. Father Joseph's like shadows in the background.
He's got a flamethrower in one hand, the good book in the other, and a fucking tactical shotgun on his back. He goes, what happened here? He's in Crusader mode.
It was that no good husband of mine.
Yeah. What was that?
It was that no good husband of mine.
Connor.
Let's get down to business. I take God's lightning from you.
Oh, okay. He opens to the page of angels, and he reads a passage to send your parents to the astral sea, where they will reign eternal.
Though I may walk through the valley of shadow, I shall certainly kick ass.
Yeah. So you have the flamethrower?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So we hear shots fired down the alley, and you're leading the run.
Yep.
So we run up to the house where he's just, there's shots fired, flashes, muzzle flashes in the windows, right? And we look at each other, and I was like, do you want me to do it, or do you? And you have the little, like... Okay.
It doesn't matter. Let's just kill this fucker.
Okay. So...
Oh, an Irish.
Oh, when she's mad, she turns Irish for some reason. All right. I lean in for an awkward kiss, and it doesn't happen. Because I'm, like, totally misreading the situation. And you race into the house with a flamethrower. Okay? All right. And then... Is that scene?
I think that's scene.
I really want to do an establish so you guys can decide the final scene of the movie because it can be light or dark, right? Maple has raced into the house, okay? Father Joseph is standing out in the front yard feeling this tear between anger and the Lord's grace. So moments later, Father Joseph is standing out in the front yard. And he hears what he believes to be God's voice. God? Is that you?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you, my son?
I'm kind of in a pickle, God. The girl I love, her husband's kind of on a rampage. Oh, sorry, I'm in paladin mode, aren't I? God, I know it's been a couple years since we last talked.
Couple years.
Yeah. I don't really pray. I just kind of get down on my knees and just think about my grocery list and stuff. Yeah.
This seems a little irresponsible for a father.
Yeah, well, I guess we're in a weird spot right now. Listen, okay, long story short, the girl I love, her husband's going like banana pancakes crazy, okay? Like real flapjack crazy. And I don't know what to do, God. I don't want to take a life, but well, I'm real mad. Like super mad, like really mad, God. What would you have me do?
Well, I've been watching this little event going on.
Yeah, it's a real mess, like you said. A real fiasco.
And I say, kill him and get the girl.
Roger that, God. And I go bursting into the house, and like half the house is on fire at this point, right? And I'm like, Maple! You filthy immigrant! That was upstairs. Maple! Maple! Running up the stairs, right? And I stop, and you see me come around the corner. And what is Connor? Like, Connor! You're gonna pay for your crimes! Joseph! You bastard! I line up a shot. You guys should probably be thinking about dice soon. And remember, it can be light or dark. Yes. We're in a standoff. Are you wounded?
Maybe a little bit. Like
okay, like you took a shot to like the hip or something. Yeah, so you're pretty wounded. And I looked down and was like, I really need to die soon.
What? Oh, sure, yeah.
I think white.
Yeah,
Sure.
That's what you said, definitely.
I did say that, but
Okay.
I'm biased.
Yeah.
Okay, so I say, Connor, I slept with Maple on your wedding day. Both wedding days. And you shoot me, and it bounces off my armor because I have plate mail because I'm a paladin right now, right? And it bounces off, and I put one right in your chest, and you fall to the ground. And I scoop up Maple, and we walk out of the burning building. And we'll cut to the aftermath. So you take all of your good dice and all of your bad dice in your roll. And you subtract the higher number from the lower number. I have 11 white, which is not too shabby. Okay, it says you've made it you've made it out with your dignity intact through some fluke. There might even be a little profit or self-respect or something. Throw a little party for all of your friends. 2 black. Okay. Yeah. So black 2 is brutal. Wounds that will never heal, for starters. Stuff sawed off, blown off, or burned off on your way to a grand, ignominious failure. Kiss whatever you care about goodbye. You may die, you may not. Did you get a black 4?
Black 4.
Okay, black 4, savage. Savage is something broken or mashed. Maybe you got a permanent limp or a bad reputation, plus you totally fail. Okay?
But your face is recognizable now.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, what do you get?
2 white.
2 white, merciless. You might not be dead on the outside, but you sure as hell are dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds that you have suffered will never heal. The future is a brick wall.
Psych hospital.
I have 8 white.
8 white. Nothing to crow about. Not better, but not way worse either. Maybe the car is wrecked. Maybe your wife is leaving you, but there's a court date. But compared to some of the other people, you know. ... Okay, so here is how the aftermath is finished, right? You are going to pick up a die, light or dark, and you're going to say, this is Father Joseph, and then you do a quick narrative scene. Super quick, right? This is going to play as a montage at the end of the movie, like really wrapping things up. Okay. So pick up either a dark die or a light die.
Dark die.
So you're going to say, this is Rob.
Rob Petro. Took about five hockey sticks, shots to the knees, with some pretty serious knee problems for the rest of his life. Oh, man.
He'll never go swimming in that pond again.
He's never going to be a soccer player, that's for sure.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that's cashed. These will be. Yeah, we'll just put them in the middle when we're done. Okay. Tony.
This is Tony Biggs. He is surrounded by the police, and he's gonna try to go out shooting.
This is Connor Flannigan. He survived that shotgun blast to the chest, but some of the pellets severed his spine.
This is Maple White. With good behavior, she should be out in a couple of years.
This is Father Joseph, and he has carried Maple White. Before she went to jail, he has carried Maple White out of the burning house, and she looks up at him. She looks up at him, and she goes, "You saved my life." And Father Joseph feels pretty badass.
This is Rob Petro, and his family finally respects him a little bit after Tony went to jail.
This is Tony Biggs. He'll get 5 to 10 if he has good behavior.
This is Connor Flannigan. His final kill count was 9, but he feels nothing inside as he stares at the empty walls of his psych ward room.
This is Maple White. With Connor in the psych ward, she has achieved full control of his wealth.
This is Father Joseph. After his heroic actions on the on this tragic day that struck the nation, right? Immigrants being shot down in their homes. Actually, it was only 2 immigrants were killed. 7 other red-blooded Americans shot down in their homes. After Father Joseph apprehended the villain, his church membership swells to ridiculous amounts for what he preaches.
Those poor people.
This is Rob Petro, and his face is now memorable for all the wrong reasons.
Aren't you that guy?
This is Tony Biggs. He was jumped and killed in prison by Earl.
Oh no!
I'm on the wrong side of Earl.
Oh!
Okay.
This is Connor Flannigan. Before he went on his rampage, he transferred 95% of his fortune to charity.
This is Maple White. 5% of infinity is still infinity.
This is Father Joseph. Shortly before, weeks ago, before this whole catastrophe, he had set up some stupid charity just in case anybody made large donations. And it was kind of a shell account for his church. And years later, he checks the account, and it's just flush with money.
This is Rob Petro, and with the last black dice, Rob Petro's library burned down amidst the flame throwing.
Oh god, that was across town.
Yeah,
Very aggressive fire.
it's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Everybody
Nobody
was at the
decides.
restaurant.
It was quite God's justice indeed.
This is Connor Flannigan. His unusually large donation to a sham charity attracted the attention of the IRS, who are now investigating Father Joseph's church.
Perfect.
This is Maple White. During her time served in prison, she becomes a lesbian and doesn't know if she loves Joseph anymore.
Damn.
Okay. And so it goes back to Connor.
This is Connor Flannigan. Connor died 12 years after his rampage, and not once did they allow him to wear his hat again.
This is Maple White. After getting out of prison, she moves to Canada, gains citizenship, and lives happily owning a franchise chain of Tim Hortons.
The end. Well, that was our final episode of Fiasco for this time. Maybe final forever. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys hated it, sorry. We already told you where the exit button was. I think that was during setup. If you guys loved it, let us know. If you want to see more content like this, or possibly kind of like this in the Star Wars universe, or kind of like this in Survival Horror, please subscribe, and we'll be back with more content soon. So until next time, tell a story, share an adventure.
If any of you are still watching, I'm sorry. The views expressed in this are not mine. I know Canadians are not terrible people like I made them out to be.
I like immigrants.
I'm not an organized crime boss.
I made a joke about a theater shooting, and I'm still sorry about it.